Audiences are eager to hear them. Take Mankind, one of our rappers signed to our Def Jam label here in India. His song Big Dogs, released in 2024, became the biggest global hit ever from India in the streaming era. Why? Well, of course, it's a great track and lyrical performance, but it is also told a unique story alongside an incredibly compelling visual, something that the world had never heard or seen before. India is also unique in the global music business, given the central role that film plays here in telling stories and connecting culturally and linguistically distinct parts of this incredibly diverse country. And that is what excites us about this new partnership with Excel. Ritesh and Farhan have built a world-class studio, bringing global standards to Indian cinema. They've consistently backed original storytelling and creative freedom. And this is 1.6 billion people with a government committed to building a creative economy significant enough to be a real driver of India's overall GDP. And then consider that this market is only the beginning of subscription. Well, it's clear that taking Indian music to 2 billion people around the world, let alone 1 billion, is eminently achievable. Now, this doesn't just happen. This growth is only possible with a healthy ecosystem underpinning it. With strong protection of creator rights and their IP at the core, we can invest in companies like Excel confidently. And our work with ethical and responsible digital partners to monetize it then allows us to invest further into the growth of this creative community. This past May, I had the privilege to attend the inaugural Waves conference here in Mumbai. And Prime Minister Modi's slogan was, "Create in India, create for the world." We believe this partnership with Excel will prove to be a perfect embodiment of this goal, as we at Universal Music Group work with Ritesh and Farhan to help take unique Indian stories to the rest of the globe. Finally, I can't emphasize enough how grateful we are for the constant encouragement and support we receive from the government of Maharashtra and the Information Broadcasting Ministry of India. Throughout this process, it would not have been possible without your guidance and support. And thank you very much for helping make
friends from the media and my family, thank you for your presence. Ritesh and I stand here today, the year that our very first leap into the deep end of the filmmaking pool, Dil Chahta Hai turns 25. We didn't know how big a splash it was going to make, but there really was nothing else that we wanted to do and nowhere else that we wanted to be. Telling stories, hopefully some of those being such that live on beyond theatrical experience in the collective consciousness of society, in the hearts of people, is something that we have always aspired to achieve. Cinema, after all, is an emotional experience. Before all shot breakdowns and location scouts, before structure, before scale, we are trying to capture a feeling, something that is true, that is of value to share. Music has always been central to that mission. It is the messenger that not only travels ahead, announcing of the story's arrival, and then seamlessly integrates into it, but it also lives on, quietly shaping how you remember the story and staying with you almost like a best friend.
Editors, friends from the media, and my family. My dad is 92 and I'm so around here today. Thank you. Today is an important milestone in our journey at Excel. It means a great deal to all of us here. 25 years ago, Farhan and me started with Excel with this film, Dil Chahta Hai, with a simple dream to tell honest, ambitious stories, which, just didn't entertain audience, but stayed with them, sparked meaningful conversations. What guided us then was instinct. We learned by doing, by listening, and by staying close to stories we wanted to tell. A shared sensibility and trust in each other became the foundation of everything we built. Over the years, Excel grew steadily through films, through music, people who came in and built this journey along with us. At Excel, we've always believed that when a story is deeply local, it becomes universal. And today that seems absolutely true with the Universal Group. So, and music just lives deep within our culture, in our stories. It's how we express our emotions, celebrate how we grieve, how we fall in love, and how we remember. With UNG's global footprint and deep understanding of music, we have the opportunity of taking our culture, our music, and our films to audiences around the world.
Property that travels across borders. What is changing today is scale and ambition. The global media and entertainment industry is undergoing a fundamental shift. Content is becoming borderless. Platforms are global. Audiences are everywhere. And intellectual property is the most valuable asset of the future. Global companies today look for 5 things when choosing where to invest: talent, policy stability, respect for IP, speed of execution, and a complete ecosystem. Mumbai and Maharashtra offers all the 5. That is why we are seeing sustained global interest across music, films, OTT, gaming, AVGC, and the creators economy.
Is that we wanted to be successful in the one piece of music in India that nobody has ever done before successfully, which is everything else but the film business. And in the last 8 years, we built that business to a point where, in Adam's speech, he alluded to Hanuman Suraj, where we needed one Indian song to break every possible chart position in the world. And the businesses that come with it across multiple languages, multiple genres, for us to be in a position to say we are good enough to now do the film business differently than everyone else, more efficiently, and with partners who truly are creative people. A lot of the film business here, and we have friends, a lot of it is business. With these 2 guys, and I've known them a very, very long time, it's not just about the business. It's also about the business. The story, the emotion. Both Farhan and Ritesh, they wear different hats when they come together. But what comes, and it's 25 years of a track record which will show you that storytelling and music is at the heart of everything that they do.
And I think for Universal, we're matching that growth outlook with an increased investment plan. And we always want to stay one step ahead of the market. And we're thrilled to make this historic announcement with Excel, and we're very excited to take these stories to the rest of the world.
I have sensed palpable excitement in the room with everyone, not just you gentlemen on the...
When you partner with another organization, you have a shared vision, and the cultures are a good fit. Otherwise, it will not work. And so I think first and foremost, we found partners who we agree with in terms of the long-term vision, and also the long-term opportunity for what they're doing and how we can help magnify and expand it globally. I think when you can make a marriage of their incredible cinematic storytelling and our A&R skills from an artist and repertoire standpoint, we think it's going to be very, very successful, and we look forward to seeing what we can produce in the years to come.
But I've grown up watching a lot of film, and for me, like you said, I think the thing that stays with you as a reminder of the film, of the experience that you had, of what you enjoyed in the film, what it meant to you, what it did to you, is experience every single time you hear the song. The songs of that movie, the music of that movie remains with you as I said earlier, like it's messenger. So to me, music in film is an integral part of the Indian film experience. I feel it's something, unfortunately, over time has somehow taken a little bit of a backseat, and I'm really very confident and hopeful that through this now incredibly new strong partnership that we are creating with Universal Music Group, that we want to make that front and center again. There is a pool of talent that they have, there is an understanding of music that they have, an understanding of sound that they have that I want to learn from, and also tap into, to be able to bring music back into films in a kind of way that we grew up enjoying them. And when you talk about films like Dil Chahta 25 years ago, the music was really, really a part of the narrative of that film. It wasn't that the story stopped and the song started. And that kind of storytelling, I believe, is inherently Indian specific.